Brewer Frederick coming at you live with another reopening video, this time downtown Las Vegas. It was interesting. We're going to get into that, but I got two shout outs. Shout out to the people who say, hey, Brewer Frederick, why don't you clean your windshield? Shout out to the people who say, hey, Brewer Frederick, why don't you ever show your face? Well, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. Here we go. Stick with me. Okay, hopefully that gives everyone a little better view. Haven't been able to clean the car. I got one of those all-you-can-eat deals over at Terrible Herps, and they've been closed. I don't know why, but they have been closed lately. So here we go, back on the road, downtown Las Vegas. So I decided I wanted to go to the Golden Nugget, but they were charging $25 to park over there. So heads up to everyone, you have to pay downtown. The Strip, I haven't had to pay a dime yet, but downtown you definitely have to pay. All the meters are working, so if you come downtown, you're definitely gonna have to reach in your pocket. You know, not that 25 bucks is gonna make or break me, but I went down to El Cortez where I know someone, and we gave each other the secret signal, and I was able to park over there. It's crazy down here. I mean, I would honestly say, if you go and look at the video I posted or is uploading right now, you'll see the Fremont Street experience. Now, bear in mind, supposedly you're supposed to bring ID, supposedly you're supposed to be 21, and supposedly you're getting a temperature check at the Fremont Street experience. I've just walked right through it. I mean, they weren't really bothering anyone, but there were thousands of people downtown. I would say, if I added up all the people that I've seen on the Strip for the past week, that's how many people were downtown. It was just, I mean, not mobbed like it used to be, but mobbed under the circumstances was definitely the word for it. So, let's see, started out at the El Cortez. You'll see all these videos in a couple of days. I did a walkthrough last night of the MGM, and I did a report on that, and I did the video. Unfortunately, the MGM was so loud and the music was so loud that when I tried to upload it to YouTube, I got spanked with a couple of copyrights. But basically the whole video was one big copyright. So I'm working that out now. Might have to put my own ambient in there. Might have to do it again tonight, but they're strict and I don't want any copyright strikes on my YouTube channel. That would just blow. So I got one. I did a walkthrough of the El Cortez, did a walkthrough of the Golden Nugget, I did a walkthrough of the D. Now, as far as the what's going on inside, you know, kind of light. There was some gaming. There was a lot of action at the table games, which was kind of nice to see. I was kind of surprised that the El Cortez, of all places, is running $10 and quarter craps tables. I remember back in the day going to the El Cortez, and you know, it was 25 cents. You know, it was these goofy white, you know, poker chips like you buy in Walmart. We used to use over there, but you know, I guess they're doing what they got to do. They had a quarter table going and they had a $10 table going. People that were in there were nice. I actually found some old token spitter dollar machines, slapped a 20 in there, walked out with 210. So that was pretty sweet. The old token spitters, if you ever see them, you'll basically only find them downtown. I think there's a few at the Circus, but those they can't well, I guess they can program them the same way, but ultimately they're in the 97% payback and up. So the old coin spitters, if you want to kill some time, especially on the dollar, you know, you could do pretty well on them. So Main Street, I don't know if they're open or not. I guess they are. They look pretty damn open, but I like that place. I like that old Western vibe they got going on. So I headed over to the Golden Nugget after that, and that had a pretty good vibe. I couldn't get in and see the Shark Tank area by the swimming pools because that was for guests only. Their check-in line had about 10 people on it, believe it or not. It is heading into the weekend. And then I went over to the D. As far as temperature checks, I went in and out of all the properties. Let's see, El Cortez, 0 temperature check. Went into the D. They have a walkthrough. I came up a little hot on the walkthrough screener thing. It looks like, a metal detector type device. I came out a little hot on that because, I walked a couple of blocks and it's, 150 out here. So they hit me with a handheld scanner, boom, gold. You'll see that on the next recording because I recorded on every one of them. I'll upload it to YouTube. Golden Nugget was a walkthrough temperature check. And the El Cortez, like I said, was 0. So just bear in mind, if you're going to go downtown, you got to pay for parking. I think the meters around there are over at 10 p.m. and you can just pull up and park. But, some of them in some kind of crafty areas. So I don't know if you want to leave your car 3 blocks away, pay a bum $5 to watch it. But, whatever. But the casinos themselves, if you are a card holder, they do validate. If you're not a card holder, you got to pay anywhere from, like I said, the Golden Nugget was $25 for 2 hours. And hey, whoa, come on, dude. What are you doing? Wow, almost lost a rearview mirror on that. Anyway, $25 for 2 hours, not a good deal for me. And I wanted to see the El Cortez anyway. So we're cruising back. What else do we got to talk about? Let's see, casino openings. So let's talk about those a bit. On the 25th of June, the Luxor is opening up. So they've had demand, so they're definitely going to open up the Luxor. And the shops at Mandalay Bay are also going to open on the 25th. So that's the Luxor on the 25th. I don't know what time. I have to look into that. And the shops at Mandalay Bay on the 25th. And then on July 1st, we got Mandalay Bay. They're just going to open the rest of it. You got the Aria that's going to open, which is awesome because that was one of the ones that was kind of on the crap list that, might open up last, pending demand, all this other stuff. But happy to see them opening. And who else is opening? Four Seasons is opening. So you got 4 properties opening, 1 on the 25th, 3 on the 1st of July, right in time for 4th of July weekend. So that is absolutely awesome. So I hope everyone's having a great night. I had a great night. Oh, at the El Cortez, I watched some dude get basically tossed out on his ass. That was kind of funny in typical downtown Las Vegas fashion. He had a couple too many drinks in him, and he almost got his ass kicked by security, but they basically tossed him out the door, old school style. So that was a spectacle. I mean, I was gonna put it up on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, but come on, we know how that goes down. But it's interesting to see downtown Las Vegas just being downtown Las Vegas. And if you go back and look at the other video, there was, like I said, tons of people, thousands of people. No live music, but they had all the band shells where they do have the music. They were all cranking away. You could hear it was just loud in there. I think I got a strike on Facebook. They might have muted part of the video, but you can go and check that out too. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. If there's anything that you want to see that I haven't shown yet, I'm going to get to everything. One thing at a time. I'm going to try to do a couple a night, or at least one a night, until I cover every property. So we'll see how that goes. But if you want me to do something specific, just let me know and I'll go run over and do it. It's kind of like I'm a kid in a candy store right now. I feel like a tourist, kind of fun, enjoying it, digging the vibe, like watching my town come back to life, like watching people come back to life, like watching money come back to life in this town. So it's all good. Hope everyone's having a great night. And on that note, Brawler Frederick out.